Hello and welcome to 100 mods in Red Dead Redemption 2. Now these are some of my favorite mods. I literally have used every single one of them. So all of these mods will be found in the description down below. If you have any other mod ideas that should maybe be on this list, please let me know down in the comments. If at any point in the video, if you do enjoy, be sure to subscribe because it genuinely does help me out a lot. And without wasting much more of your time, let's begin with number 100. YM DLC brings you over 2,500 new items, different hairstyles, clothing, saddles, and horse equipment. Gun Tricks, simple mod which lets you spin your revolvers and pistols. This works when walking on a horse or whenever you're driving a wagon. Duels, approach any NPC with a gun, antagonize them once, and you should have a new option which allows you to duel them. Bandit hideouts. Around the map you'll find hideouts, and if you do eliminate all of them you will get a bit of cash. Injuries overhaul adds 4 realistic injuries: hand, head, leg, and wounds. Pet damage overhaul. It adds realistic injuries to NPCs like screaming, limping, etc. Pet companion. Simply approach any dog, pet them, and you should have a new bond option. They will help you attack, hunt, and notify you if there's a predator nearby. Companion system. Go to any gang member and recruit them. They will follow you around and help you in fights, etc. Bloodlust. It will increase all the bloods dropped by enemies, like bigger pools of blood, more splashes, and etc. Basic needs. Makes the game a bit more immersive, where you have to eat, drink, carry less weapons, and of course, piss. Gunmetal rework. Makes all the colors so much more bright and nicer, which can create some insane designs. Cut dialogue restoration. Returns some voice lines while in shootouts with NPCs. Here are a few examples.
You're all cowards! Call yourself lawman? You think I care who you are? Your law don't mean shit to me! I don't answer to you! You're a dead man! I'm sending you straight to hell! Run now while you got the chance! Who do you think you are? I'm gonna kill you good, you bastard, you punk!
Jobs mod. If you want to live a normal life, this is the perfect mod for you. You can basically do various jobs which will pay depending on the job you do. Realistic weapon overhaul will change the sounds of weapons to be a bit more realistic. Bank robberies allows you to rob some of the banks around the map. There's quite a few people you have to kill, but the money you get is super worth it. Buyable properties. After the epilogue, you have quite a bit of money, which now you can buy houses or motels, and you can decorate them to your heart's desire. Bounty hunting expand. You'll find posters around where you can get a bounty and return it for cash. There's so much more to this mod, like random events, etc. Dynamic seasons adds all 4 different seasons, all around the map, and it will change it completely. For example, when it's winter, there will be snow everywhere. Smoking complete allows you to smoke cigarettes and cigars for way longer, unlike the vanilla. Kill chill mod. From the mission where Arthur gets robbed by these kids, this mod has become a personal favorite of mine. Stagecoach robberies. You can get information from post offices to get location for a stagecoach which you can rob and turn in for money. Tire lasso. With this mod, you can hang people from buildings, tie them to the ground, which can make for some pretty funny moments. Seats. In the game, there's so many chairs around the map, and 99% of them don't let you sit. This mod makes them all sittable. Visuals. This doesn't really bring realistic colors, but it just makes them look so much more cleaner in every aspect. Auto-greet replies. When you're in town and someone says hello, the mod will reply for you automatically. Take NPCs hostage. Other than that mission where we get Milliken as a hostage, we don't do it anymore. With this mod, you can take any NPC as hostage. Selling guns. At the end of the game, if you're short on money, if you have some useless guns you just don't use, you can sell them for a bit of money. Realistic economy will increase the prices of some items to be a bit more realistic. Economy reworked paired with the one before makes for a great duo. Basically, this will decrease the amount of money you get from missions, looting, whatever. Darkened map. Basically, the map is dark and super clean. It highlights important stuff like locations and all collectibles you did. The classic cowboy makes Sean pretty much the same from RDR1, and he just looks hella badass. Auto looter is a simple mod which basically loots bodies automatically when you are near them. Corn sack fix will fix the corn sacks, which when you're carrying them will make them a bit more realistic. Serenity adds a lot more stuff like relaxing, resting, smoking, hydrating yourself and your horse. It just makes the game so much more alive. No filter basically removes the dead eye and eagle eye filter, which makes the game a little bit more slick. Removed black bars, another simple mod which removes the black bars when you are in a cutscene. YM's rain simply makes the rain to fit to different weathers like thunderstorms. Pickpocket, a super underrated mod which allows you to pickpocket any NPCs. Approach them from behind and you should have a new option to pickpocket them. I wouldn't overdo it though, because NPCs will sometimes notice that you are pickpocketing them and they will alert the law for theft. Silenced revolver, another extremely simple mod that adds a silencer to your guns. Man with no name. This mod adds one thing and one thing only, and that's a pancho. And to be honest, it looks extremely nice. Perfect pelts. No matter what weapon or where you shoot, you will always get a perfect pelt. Jack replaces Dutch. A pretty funny mod I like to use. It basically switches the places with Jack and Dutch. You can get some pretty funny cutscenes or moments with it. Stash that lantern allows the player to use guns while holding the lantern or attach them to their side. Tattoos. This mod gives Arthur and John tattoos, which makes both of them look pretty badass. Make your own gang. You can have your own camp, own gang, and earn money from heists with your boys. Black leather clothes. Now you have seen millions of TikToks with these clothes, and rightfully so, cause Arthur looks so cool with them. Minecraft pack. Another silly mod which replaces some of the items in the game like axe, sword, TNT, etc. Micah the rat simply changes the model for Micah to the rat he is. Healthy looking Arthur. During chapter 6, Arthur looks very sick because of TB. This mod makes him look healthy again. Permanent death makes the game way harder. One death and your save file is completely gone. Use guns in camp, which allows you to use the gun in restricted areas like camp, Wikipedia reservations, etc. Auto cook and brew. If you're trying to cook food in the game, this mod simply does it for you. Optional dual wield, which stores the offhand holster on your horse and you can retrieve it. Realistic hunting. After killing a few animals in one area, the population will decrease and you have to wait until they start appearing again. Own a gunsmith, which allows you to open your own gunsmith store and earn some money. Playable guitar, which allows Arthur to play the guitar in different camps like Horseshoe Overlook. RDR2 car simply adds a pretty nice looking old vehicle to the game. World War I prop pack adds a plane and a tank to the game which you can drive and fly. Player P adds model to Arthur because if you didn't know, sadly Arthur doesn't have one. No weapon degradation simply makes all your weapons no longer need cleaning, so they will always be on top of their quality. The Undertaker, a pretty fresh mod I tried, which basically if you see an NPC dead, you can call someone to clean up the body, and it has pretty nice animations as well. Modern sidearm overhaul adds 8 different guns: Mag-10, Scorpion, Stechkin Walther, PPK, CZ75, USP, P320, and TAC-9. West and Inferior Ragdoll Overhaul adds ragdoll animations from RDR1 and other Rockstar games. Crime and Law Rebalance and Enhancement makes the lawman easier and harder at the same time. For example, small crimes get ignored, makes police officers more stronger in every sense. All weapons unlocked. All of the weapons you wish to get at any point of the game, they will be unlocked for you, no matter which chapter you're in. Clothing and accessory textures adds so many stuff when it comes to clothing, different equipments, etc. Extended player animation, which fixes some annoying animations you experience during the game for both John and Arthur. Enhanced brawling. This mod improves melee combat like grapple, 6 different brawling styles, and so much more. Contracts adds a new auto-generated contract mission. They can vary from difficulty and location, and much more. Project New Austin 1907 adds some locations from RDR1 like Armadillo is completely cleaned up. They now have a theater, a newspaper vendor, and a working law. Hunting wagon allows you to store pelts and hunted animals on the back of a hunting wagon. No honor loss when mask. Does pretty much what the name says. When you're using the vanilla mask or a long mask, you won't lose any bit of honor. Authentic euphoria motions. This mod makes gunshots, reactions, and other aspects of the euphoria feel more authentic, such as falling, rolling down, etc. 1899 firearms adds some new weapons to the game. Not only that, it also adds new ammo for them, which can be bought in gunsmiths or general store. Horse holster adds a holster to your saddle so that rifles or bows aren't magically floating by your saddle. Illegal screen skip, another pretty simple mod which completely skips the RDR2 intro and puts you right away to the main menu. Rifle holster adds so many custom holsters for your rifle when you don't have it equipped, and it just looks pretty damn nice. Quivers. In some pre-release screenshots, Arthur seemed to have a quiver for the arrows, but now he just simply pulls it out of his ass, and this basically returns the quivers and just makes them a bit more realistic. Gonpachiro's fancy atelier makes the Arthur so professional. It adds some fancy hats, coats, vests, pants, boots, neckwears, gloves, weapon equipment, and jewelry. Cowgirls revisioned. During the game, we only see guys that are willing to shoot us, but with this mod we have some pretty tough women who will shoot you if you are being a dick. No auto horse holstering. When you're riding a horse and you have a rifle equipped, someone the player will automatically holster it in your horse, and that can be a bit of annoying. Well, this mod basically disables that, but doesn't disable manual holstering. Humidity and temperature overhaul adds a new core that shows your weather resistance so that rain, snow, water, cold are an actual threat. Fast walk camp. In the vanilla, you walk extremely slow. When you're in camp, this mod basically fixed that, so you can run as much as you can and not walk like a turtle. Camp anywhere. This mod allows you to camp anywhere, and I mean anywhere, no matter where you are, you can do it. And you can also save the camp so you can go back to it. Realistic weapon rebalance. Makes all the gun more realistic, like slower reloading, accuracy is different, for every weapon, damage are more balanced, and much more. Enable swimming for John. Well, John can finally swim, because honestly I get it that he gonna swim in RDR1 and now they had to make John an actual idiot for not swimming, but hey, we got a mod for it. Undead Nightmare 2. Well, it ain't official sadly, but this brings Undead Nightmare to RDR2. Now you can play as John here and you can find zombies in some towns, locations like New Austin. No forced to scope. I genuinely hate when you are forced to scope weapons like the Corsair rifle or the rolling block rifle. I love both of these rifles, don't get me wrong, but thank God we have this mod which allows you to switch from hip to scoped. Quick draw. This ensures your weapon is already cocked as soon as it's drawn from the holster, making shooting NPCs so much more fun. Complete horse overhaul. This mod changes all the horses and mules in the game to make them a bit more realistic, like adding new stats, breeds, names, codes, etc. Colorful weapon icon. Makes all the icons colorful and not black and white, and all of them basically have their own color to easily tell which is which. Moonshiner role. Fully functional moonshine operation mod, inspired by the system in Red Dead Online. Remove satchel. Now look, I like the satchels, but they are extremely ugly, and this mod basically removes all of them, except John's default one, which it basically makes it invisible. Horse needs. Adds 3 new cores for your horse, like hunger, thirst, and horseshoe condition. They are pretty well made, even a horse drinking animation when the horse is near water. Penetration. Adds some realism to the game. Basically, depending on the texture you're shooting, like for example wood, the bullet will go through it. Honest brawls and finite responses. Allows you to fight anyone which one trigger wanted because it's a completely honest fight. Gold planning. During your adventures you sometimes see NPCs looking for gold, and if you want to do that, this allows you to do that, and it's such a relaxing mod. More engraving. Does exactly what the name says. It simply adds so many more engravings to make your beautiful guns already much more better. Cinematic camera. Unlocks cutscenes, game freeze, custom player cam, improved aim assist, new camera modes, and a lot more new features. Number 1. The one and only, probably the most useful mod to me, has to be Rampage Trainer. I mean, there are so many features, like mods for players, weapons, worlds, teleport, character stats, spawners, and so much more. Like everything you needed, it will be in this mod. I hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, be sure to subscribe because it does help me out a lot. And yeah, I'm sorry I haven't been uploading quite a bit lately. Honestly, this video took me forever. Right now I'm just recording. I'll see how long it takes me to edit, but the scripting took me forever because I really wanted to find some good mods for it. Anyways, I won't waste much more of your time, and I shall see you for a new video. Goodbye. Mwah.